Hey everyone, welcome back to the video. I hope you all are doing great. And I also hope that you have watched the previous video, the demo video where I showed you how our advanced virtual assistant is going to be. In the video, I also mentioned that this is just a part of our advanced virtual assistant. There are many more features which could not be shown in the video, and it's true that there are so many features that can't be put in just one video, right? But let me tell you, today is the first video of our advanced virtual assistant. So we are starting the advanced virtual assistant videos, the series from today, and today is the first video. So we'll be learning how to make an advanced virtual assistant Jarvis, something like how Tony Stark has his own Jarvis. Like the same way, we are gonna have our advanced virtual assistant, which is our Jarvis, where we'll be integrating all kind of features from A to Z, where you will be asking Jarvis to do many tasks, which makes your work easier, where you need not even there'll be a point where you need not even touch your laptop. Like we can even add a feature where when you start your system, you get your virtual assistant. So there are many things which we are going to bring in our advanced virtual assistant series. So we are going to start it right now from today, from this video. There are many videos coming up, so stay tuned for that. But for today, let's start with our advanced virtual assistant. And I also hope that you guys have watched the previous videos of deep learning, neural network, the series, all the series I've done. If you've not watched, I will do leave the link in the description. Make sure to check out the links, because in that I've explained how these deep learning and neural network, all these things work, which will make us easy to understand in our advanced virtual assistant, because I'm going to use a few words which will be related to deep learning, neural network, and also machine learning a bit. So these are the things which you have to note down and make sure to finish it up. And we'll be starting with our advanced virtual assistant and getting it done very soon. So without wasting more time, guys, let's get straight into the video. And I am in my Visual Studio right here. I hope you guys have also installed your Visual Studio and you guys are on your Visual Studio right now. If you're not installed all those things, you can install. But if you're a beginner, if you want a separate video where you want me to show you how to install all those Python thing, what and all requirements are there, all those things, I will definitely make a video for that. And you guys can watch that. But I'm hoping that you've already watched the video, or so you've already done the Visual Studio thing, everything, and your setup is done. So here you can see I've created a file, a separate file, especially for this series. It's tt dl ml nn ai.py. So dl anyways means deep learning, machine learning, neural network, ai.py. So you can keep any file of your name, that's totally up to you. Okay, so first thing that will come in our whole making our advanced virtual assistant is we need to import certain files which are required, certain folders, or certain programs, kind of little programs which are required, which will be doing it in the next video but not in today's video. Certain packages, especially certain packages which are really important for the series. So we are going to import those things because that is required to run this whole program. Especially it's like whole thing to run this whole program, we require that, right? That's the main thing. So right now let's import all the folders, all the required packages which are required. Right now I have created a file called as import. I'll leave the link in the description. You guys can download that, or you guys can just check it out. The whole importing packages which are required, I've put them all in this, so it will be much more easier for us to move into the program rather than single by single just importing one by one. It will take a lot of time. And today is not just about importing the packages, all those files were required ones. We need to create our whole the brain, on the neuron, the deep learning thing, the deep learning part, right? So I've already created a folder, so I'll just show you. So this is the folder which I've created. I'll leave it in the description, and there is one file, a text file, which is a document basically, which is called as imports. So you will be having this whole thing, this whole everything. I'll just leave this in the description, so you guys can check it out, and it will help you a lot while you create your program, whole thing, everything. Okay. So what you can do is you can just control A, and then you can copy this just by doing control C, and once you're done that, you can come back to your Visual Studio once you have downloaded and copied it, and control V. So your whole packages which are required are being imported, and if you find some errors here and there, like for example many people don't have installed PySound, so PlaySound, or any of them. So what you can do is you can come to the terminal section right here, new terminal. You can click right here, new terminal. Once you click on the new terminal, a new kind of a thing will be opening, a terminal will be opening, and here what you can do is, suppose you want to install, let's assume, I'll give you an example, PlaySound itself. Let's assume PlaySound itself. So what you're going to do is you're going to put pip install and play sound. Okay, and you're going to click enter, and the whole file is going to get installed, and then you can import it easily, and the error will just get removed. So no worries about that, you can do that. So whichever is there, you can just import them, you can just download them, install them, all those things will be there. If at all you get any error, do let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely our team and I will definitely look into it, and we'll help you out, figure it out what is the problem. Okay, so now we are finished with the whole importing part. Now is the real part where we are going to build our brain for our AI, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to create a separate section for our whole virtual assistant, because we don't want it to get mixed, right? So let's comment everything, right? Let's comment it all. So let's put the hash right here. Okay, that's fine enough. So you guys can also put that, and don't worry, I will leave the whole source code in the description. You guys can check out the whole source code, it will make your job easier. Copy it, paste it, it will make your job easier. And there is a separate video in our channel where you will get to know how to open the source code, because there was a problem before and it's still continuing. So you will get the source code, watch that video. I'll leave the link of both the video as well as the source code link. You guys can just check it out and get your source code in the whole thing, and you can just copy it and paste it. Okay, now let's move ahead. Now first what we're going to do is let's do some main things. Let's train our whole virtual assistant, right? Because we need to know, the virtual assistant should know certain things. Now for example, if I have to tell you, we have A, B, C. When you teach a kid, what do you teach it? A for apple, B for ball, C for cat, right? Similarly, we need to train our virtual assistant also. So we'll have something called as the greeting phrase. Okay, so once you've done this, what you're going to do is you're going to bring the big brackets. Sorry, I bought the flower brackets. Basically you're going to define it. Okay, once that's done, you're going to bring the colons, and then you're going to put, for example, any of your, like I'm just putting WhatsApp. So up to you, whatever you are feeling like. Just a second, I don't know why my keyboard is acting so weird today. Okay, that should be fine enough. Yeah, so you can put it into single, I believe that will be more sufficient. Don't worry, that's just putting those colons, right? So that's the error kind of thing which is telling. What I'll do is I'll just remove this whole thing. Yeah, that should be good enough. Yeah, and what we can do next is we have to come outside, put comma, and then let's put next another one. Maybe we can put hi or something. This time we'll put the double this one. inverted comma, and then let's move ahead. Then we can put hello itself. Hello is also fine. Hello, and we can put it in caps. So when it tells this whole thing is going to be in a defined way, right? And next we can put one more, that is hey. Yeah, so these are our greeting phrases, what you can call it as. And now we are going to put it as reset, something called as reset. We are going to define something called as reset. So there's a package which we have mentioned as attr. I'll just show you this. So what is this attr? I'll just show you the attr where it is. So basically we have installed, you might have not installed it, so again I'm telling you, in the beginning I told pip install. Those are the main things what you need to do, and everything else will get installed. Okay, so we have a package which has which defines color. Okay, now if I have to tell you, if I have to show you, we'll just do cmd. Okay, and now if you want to change, now this, if you see this whole color is in what, a gray or whitish color, right? So if I put it in color A, it becomes green, right? So this is the thing. Now if I put maybe B, the whole thing changes. So similarly, we have something called as a color package for the Python file also. So from that we have imported it. From that we have imported attr. Okay, so that's a file itself in that package. So what we are going to do is we are going to put brackets, and then we are going to put rest. Okay, you're gonna put reset, not rest, reset. Once that's done, so if you want to know what this whole thing is, you can just put it as reset, resets the text color. Okay, so this basically resets the text color. Now once that's done, I'll just remove this whole thing. Yeah, what we can do is we can go next, and we are going to define certain colors. Fine. Now this video might be a little long, so anyways, because we are going to do it, the brain itself will take a lot of time, so stick with me. So red, we are going to put it as fg red. Basically it's the color. Don't worry, I will put all these what it is basically, so you guys can get to know. So it's basically, it's gonna print text red, so that's the thing. And then we can put blue, so we can put blue is equal to fg blue. Oh yeah, and we can come out, and that's done. Then even we can put green. So your choice, you can just explore that file, okay, which I've told you, the attr. That's a very powerful file. You can just see which and all colors are there in that, and you can import all of them, maybe purple, all those things. Right now I'm just importing the basic colors which are required, only those, but you have many other options. You guys can check it out what those things are. Okay, so I've imported red, blue, green and yellow. These are the main things, and I've imported them. Now what we are going to do is, now we have done this section, now we are going to put is the next is called as the user details. Now what is this user details? This is the thing, right? So I'll just put this main thing so you guys can get to know. So this is basically user details means, user details means the one who is using the virtual assistant, the details of it. For example, now I'm using my virtual assistant, so the virtual assistant should have the idea, right, who I am, or like what is the main purpose of mine. So that is user details, because we are going to train it. So in order to train it, we are going to put the details. So if we are going to put name is equal to, I'm going to put my name, you can put your name, I'll put Vignesh. So that is the whole thing. Now I forgot to mention, you need to put it in the colon. Okay, and you can put this in lower also, it should be fine enough, because it's going to be much more easier. So just put lower and brackets, that will be more than enough. So this is basically the username, your name, and dot lower brackets. Next is basically the bot or the AI. You can put it as you can put it as AI, up to you, what do you want, up to you. So I'm gonna keep it as bot, not bot sorry. Sorry for the bot headphones. Okay, so we're gonna put the bot, and here we are going to put our, the whole bot. Sorry, again I'm getting the same thing. Bot name, right? The AI name. So we are creating our virtual assistant, and we are gonna create Jarvis, which I told you. So why not we put Jarvis right here, right? So we are gonna put Jarvis. We are gonna create Jarvis today. Tony is going to be really happy with it, that we are going to do the Jarvis again, right? So lower, and again the same thing, lower. You need to mention that, because when it's going to be, when we are going to tell, or the AI is going to tell, Jarvis is going to tell, it's going to tell it in the lower way, right? So now we are going to put the wake word, something called as the wake word, or the activation word also you can call it as. Now this is again, this comes under NN, neural network. Okay, so it's a combination, I'm telling you, right? AI is a combination of everything: ML, DL, NN, NPL, everything. NPL we're going to do next video, or next to next video, where it's going to understand our whole, whatever we speak, all those things. So don't worry, that's also going to come. Now the wake word, what I am keeping is okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it okay, and I'm gonna put it in lower. So why I've done this, simple, and the best example is I can say it as okay Jarvis. Right now, best example is Google Assistant. Now in order to activate the Google Assistant, you need to say okay Google, right? So once you say okay Google, the Google Assistant that's the wake word, it gets up, or the wake activation is done. So that's the reason why I've put okay. So you guys can have your own wake word, anything of your choice. So that's totally up to you, right? Now this is done totally, and you can have one thing called as the passcode. Okay, now this passcode, we are not going to do it now currently, but you can keep something. So I'm gonna keep it as, let's keep it as Jarvis AI. So that's my passcode. You can keep any of your, it's basically your password. Okay, now we are not going to do it today, but definitely while we are adding the features, that's the time when we need this. So this is our passcode, and what I want you guys to specially do is, I want you to put the hash. This is the main thing, because I need you to leave the space, complete space, for a specific reason. So you can do this, what I've done. Anyways, I'm going to give you the source code. You will have it with this. So keep this thing right here. Don't remove this, because we need the space for the next part, where we are going to add the voice. We are going to add the GUI, which we call it as the graphical interface. So again, I've done a video on that. If you want to know it before the video, what I'm going to do next, you can just check out. It's there in the link. It's there in the channel. I'll leave the link in the description, so you guys can go check it out. Okay. Now our user details, we have trained our AI, right? That's done. Our the color thing is done. Now what else? So we need to have something called as the start greetings. Okay, start greetings. So let's put that. I don't know why I apologize. My whole keyboard is acting totally weird today. I don't know what has happened to it. Say again, I had put something and this is acting something, so really sorry for that. Now what we're going to do is, we're going to define a class. Okay, so we're going to put it as greetings, or greet user. We're going to define that, and we're going to put it in brackets, and we're going to come out and put it the 2 dots. Fine. Now what is this basically? What we are going to do is, if you remember the basic virtual assistant, what we did, we did something called as the date time, where when you on the virtual assistant, your virtual assistant is going to talk about good morning sir, or good morning madam, whatever is your whole thing. Good morning, this is the time, this is the temperature, all those things, right? Now again, the file is imported. If people are confused, how are you going to import that? That thing is already important. Let me check where it is. Date time thingy. Oh yeah, so here it is, date time. So it's here, date time, all those things, everything is there. If at all you face error, just you have that red thing on this one, no worries, you can just put pip install whatever package it is, or else come to this video comment section, comment down below what error you're facing, do let me know, and our team and I will definitely respond you and let you know what has to be done. Definitely it's not going to happen like that, but if something happens, you can just come right there. Okay, now let's move ahead. Okay, now we have to define something called as, we have to initialize, or we have to give it as hours. So what are we going to do for the hour? So we're going to put it as init date. Now what is init? Don't ask me that because it's integer, simple things. Okay, anyways, we are going to have a detailed Python series, so it's already there, you guys can go check it out. My friend Alpha is helping you in that, so in that he's explaining all these things. Once that is done, you can again get to know all this, what is init, input, all those things. It will be easier for you to understand. Okay, now let's come back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put init time dot init date time dot date time dot now. We're gonna put that, and we're gonna come here and put dot hours. Okay, simple and easy, just put that. Now once that is done, we're gonna put the if statement. Now we're gonna put it as if r, now as we have already defined it, if r is 22 and r is more than 5, more than 5, then it's going to, okay, this is a problem right here. I'll just finish. I'm telling you, my keyboard is gone. I'm gonna make it proper with the next video. Okay, sorry for that. What you're going to do is we're gonna first print the statement first of all. Now the print statement is going to be different. Okay, it's not that same what we used to do before. And this time we're doing it advanced, so it needs to be advanced, right? We're gonna put LO, we have defined it, plus, okay, we're gonna put F, right, then the colon, then the slanting line, then N, again the slanting line, T, we're gonna put, and after that we're gonna put good night, and we can put comma, we can put so, depending on you, madam, or so, whatever it is. Okay, once that is done, we are going to put the plus, and we are going to reset. Okay, we don't want that same print statement being seen again and again and again. We don't want that to happen, right? So this is the thing, and we're going to put speak. Okay, now don't worry if that speak is giving you error, because we have still not done the mouth, the whole talking voice thingy, or the whole task, take command, all those things we have not yet done. We are going to do it because we have not yet done the NPL thing, the natural processing language, that thing we have not done it. The speech recognition we have imported, but we have not done it. So the speak function and all, if it's showing hello, no worries, just keep it next video, because we are going to use that. It's going to be fine. Okay, we're gonna put speak, and we're gonna put good night, and so fine, that's done. Let's move ahead, right? Okay, now once this is done, we are gonna come back to the if place where it is, and we're gonna put elif. Okay, elif r is greater than is equal to 5, and sorry, it's lesser than, okay, sorry, correction, r greater than 12, we can put it, I believe, yeah. And what we are going to do is you come down, and again it's going to be the same. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my work easier. I'll just going to copy this, because if I again sit on typing it, it's going to waste your time, my time also, so I don't want that to happen. So we'll make it easier. I'm going to put it as, it's the same thing. Okay, we're going to just put morning, that's it, fine. Okay, and I've done a spelling mistake right here, morning, yeah, that's fine. And here also I need to do that, morning, yeah. That should be fine enough. Now again, we are going to have another if elif statement, right? We are going to have the other one. So we are going to put it again elif. This time we are going to put r lesser than is equal to, I forgot, 12, and r greater than 18, then it's going to be again control V. That's done. We are gonna put it as, I think it's gonna be good afternoon. Okay, and here also we're gonna put afternoon. Yeah, so we have done that. Now next what we are going to do is we are going to put else statement. Okay, that's the only thing left, because we have not yet put the evening thingy, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to put control V, because there's no required of, because else if it's greater than those things else, then you're going to put it as good evening. So okay, evening. So and here also. Okay, so this is the basic thing we have done, and don't worry, the speak thingy is going to be fine. We have not defined it, we have not done that speak function, what I've told you, the basic NPL, your natural processing language, the speak function, the voice function, all those things we have not done. Once it's done, these things we are going to just it's going to get vanished, so don't worry, let it be right now however it is. Now this is done. Now we have one more thing called as the shutdown, and that will be the end of the brain thingy, what we are going to do. That's going to be the only thing left in our brain which we are going to add, because we have already added the neurons, the packages, the important stuff which is required. We have trained it already, whatever is required for our brain, all those things we have done. Next is the natural processing, what we are going to do, and then we are going to do. So all those things we are going to do, don't worry. Now let's move ahead with shut down, and we are going to put the brackets right here, and yep, we are going to define the shutdown. What we are going to do is here, I'll just print this and I'll just put this, are you sure? So it's like the virtual assistant or Jarvis is going to ask us, are you sure, sir? Like, do you want your system to be shut down? Now it's not the shutdown of the Visual Studio. Make sure, I forgot to mention, let me tell you, it's not the shutdown of the Visual Studio, it's the shutdown of the whole system. So whenever you're going to tell shutdown, make sure you think about it and then tell to the virtual assistant, because it's going to just shut it down. Okay, so let's remove the sir. That sir is not required, so let's put a question mark, that's more than enough. And here also the same thing, we can just control C and put this right here. Yeah, now this thing is done. Okay, the whole thing is done. Now next what we're going to do is reply is equal to, okay, now take command. As I told you, it's not yet done. No, don't worry, we will be bringing that right now. You just put this, it should be fine. Don't worry what will happen, what not happen, everything will happen. So we're going to put lower again and the brackets, fine. So make sure you write the same thing, don't write simply take, this take query, nothing, put just take command. Okay, that's how it's going to work. Let me bring this down. Okay, take command, let it be. Now if the user, if we say yes, if you say yes, then it's going to in reply. Okay, did I put it as replay? My bad, so sorry, my bad. Okay, sorry for that. Replay. Okay, reply, or let's put okay. So we are going to put, now this is the new thing which I'm bringing. Okay, in the videos which we're going to do, we're going to bring, as you're doing the natural processing language. In the natural processing language, you're going to have many suggestions, right? Many things that will be coming in. So if before we used to just put it as yes, right? If yes in command, then do the statement. But this time we are going to add many commands. So if you tell yes or okay or no or not required, all these things if you tell, it's going to take the command. So you're going to have a lot of queries. So each and everything what you tell, the virtual assistant will figure it out. Okay, so that's the new thing which we are doing it, and that's why I told it's, you know, the new advanced virtual assistant, and it's going to be very new. So we're going to put yep. So if you say yep, it's going to basically, just a second, yeah, in reply it's going to do it, or we can tell do, maybe do it, yeah, and reply. Okay, what it's going to do is, let's bring this again, let's bring the print statement again. Okay, I did a mistake right here. I did not put this properly in the thing. Yeah, it should be fine. Backspace and enter. Yeah, now what we are going to do is we are going to print this statement. Now what we are going to print, we are going to print shutting down. We're going to put that should be fine enough. Shutting down, fine. And we can copy this thing. Shutting down in a minute could be fine enough, I believe. And minute, yeah. Okay, wait, let's do one thing. Let's put it as shutting down in a minute. Okay, this is what we can do is, I'll copy this. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's copy this, Control C. Let us, because in the print statement we don't want the same thing. I don't want that to be repeated. We can just put it right here, Control V. Yeah, that should be fine enough. And what we're going to do is, we have package called as OS. Okay, I'll tell you what this OS is. OS we have imported right here. If you have seen OS, and we have start file, no worries, we're going to get that later on, not now. People who have followed the basic series, they'll know what it is. So OS system shut down, and S should be fine. Okay, make sure you put the same thing, don't put anything else. This is the command for shutting down, OS dot system shutdown. Okay, and that S. Now we are going to put the what we're going to do is, once this is done, you guys can just put the brackets, click enter, and you're going to put quit app. Okay, now don't worry, this thing you're going to bring, let this be like this only. Don't think of any thing is going to happen, all those things. It's proper itself. Now quit app, we are going to bring it later on, not now. Okay, so keep it right now, later we can see what we can do with that. Now again, you're going to come out of this, and we're going to put the else statement, because we just don't want it like, if statement and done. Else what we can do is, we're going to put, okay, was this shutting down? So, okay, I thought it's going to be the print statement, really sorry. We are going to put print, copy this, come here, and yeah, that should be fine enough. Instead of shutting down, we're going to put okay sir, don't worry. Yeah, okay so don't worry, fine. Once that is done, next we're going to come right here. We are going to put the same thing, but this time Control C, and we're going to put Control V. We're going to put this and the brackets, fine. Now here what I want to is remove the sir, because it's just a print statement, right? So it should be good enough without that. Okay, so I think this should be fine enough. This should be good enough to whatever we have done till now. Don't worry about the quit app and the speak function, take command and all. We're going to do it very soon. The natural processing language thing we are going to bring. This is a new feature which we brought. Let me know how it is in the whole virtual assistant series, because this thing was not there in our basic one, where we used to have only one command. If, for example, if I have to give you an example, we used to have only open YouTube. So whenever we used to tell you open YouTube, the virtual assistant used to open YouTube. But now we cannot just say, you need not just tell open YouTube. You can say, can you open YouTube? Could YouTube, could you please open YouTube? All these things, it'll open the YouTube. So any command, it's not like you're not sticking with just one command. You're just having multiple commands that can activate the system, whole thing. So this was the first video, the whole thing. I know it was a little lengthy, but yeah, this we have to do the whole thing, and I'll leave the whole source code in the description. Make sure you check it out. I've also leave the video how to access the source code. You guys can check that out also. Let me know how the video was, the first part. I hope you got to know what we did today. Any doubts, and especially if you have any error or something, let me know in the comment section. Our team and I will definitely look into it. And one more thing before I want to tell before we leave, please don't press this run button, okay? That will be the stupidest thing what you do as a programmer. Don't do it, because we already have so many errors. Like, not errors, the thing is like there's nothing called as like this, it's telling, okay, the Visual Studio, because you have not defined it. Now don't run this and then you get an error, and then you don't come to this comment section like, sir, this is not working, you've done the program but I'm clicking on the run button, it's not. Don't do it, okay? That does not make sense. Fine. So till now, don't do it. Once I tell you do it, then do it, okay? Now it's not going to respond you, because we have not done the talk function or the speak function itself, right? So if you do say anything else, it's going to give you error. It's not going to talk to you, it's going to give you error, okay? That's the speciality of our Jarvis that we have done till now. So I hope you understood the whole thing. That's it for today's video, guys. I don't want to extend this video more and make the whole video boring. So that's it for today's video. Make sure you have followed the whole steps. If you have not, just go a little back to the video. Press the left side, tap on it, you'll go back, you can learn it again. So that's it, and the source code will be in the description. Make sure you check that out. So till then, guys, happy coding, take care, and yeah, stay tuned for the next video, and take care. Have a great day. Till then, peace out, guys. Bye.